Hello and welcome to Green Valley Nation. I am Dashita Dawson, the Weed Head, and today I will be reviewing The Good Patch by Lament. But before I get into my review, please take the time to like and subscribe to our channel. So I'm very excited to be reviewing the Good Patch. Why? Because I love transdermal patches. This is something that a product type that I use pretty regularly because I'm always on the go. And oftentimes I do not have time to manage ongoing pain management or anxiety relief. And so I was very excited to get a patch to review. For this review, I'm specifically looking at Be Calm, which is one of 6 hemp-infused patches that the Good Patch makes. In fact, I really loved the color and the fact that they had icons, and it was very vibrant and very clear what each patch is supposed to do. Based on the website, I was able to find the other information. In addition to Be Calm, they also have, and I got that as well, Night Night, pain relief, which is of course the most common reason that most people are trying CBD these days. Hangover, which I thought was pretty fun, period, and hot flash. So based on those names, I could tell that they are definitely targeting women, probably 25 to 55, based on the names of the products and the different ailments that it's meant to solve. In addition to the 6 hemp-infused products that they also have 5 non-hemp infused products, and these are products or patches that cover the same ailments. However, they do not have cannabis in them, and so that gives people an option to mix and match and to choose, and so I thought that was cool out the gate. In terms of the history of the company, The Good Patch was founded in 2017 by 3 people, 2 of which were owners of award-winning organic spas, so they really understood that organic, plant-based area. And the third person was actually a hemp advocate that has made a name for themselves in the cannabis legalization world. And so they got together really thinking that the mission here would be to showcase the power of the plant or power of the flower, and by doing so they would create patches with purpose. And I would say definitely they have fulfilled the mission in terms of really creating an assortment that it is clear what each patch is supposed to do, and I was very excited again to try Be Calm because I'm an entrepreneur, and just with the crazy lifestyle, I wanted to see if this would be a great replacement for other patches or some of the other supplements that I take, such as a tincture, to work with anxiety. So patches, again, are my favorite because they're so easy to use. I received it just like this in the mail, pretty much, and you rip it open. And once you rip it open, you're really going to pull it out, and you're going to take off the back, and you're going to put it on the venous part of your body. And so the patch, Good Patch suggests that it would be the wrist. They actually show a picture of that. And I did use the patch on my wrist area. But when I looked online for more research, they also suggest the back of the shoulder. And as a molecular biologist, just again, knowing the science behind transdermal patches, I would also suggest the top of your foot as an alternate option. Basically, for the best results, you do not want to take this off and on. It's not a Band-Aid. It will lose its efficacy as a result. And the patch can be worn for up to 12 hours. Now, typically when I wear patches, I find myself needing to take it off somewhere around 4 or 5. Maybe it's the skin irritation, or generally sometimes I will get some nausea, and I think that's related to some of the science behind the transdermal patch. In this case, I'll be honest, as I share my review, I did feel the effects, but I did start to feel some nausea. And because I was reviewing, I chose to keep the patch on all 12 hours. Once you're done, it's pretty easy to remove and throw away. It's really no mess, no fuss, and it can be replaced with another patch if you decide you need another 12 hours. Overall, I would say, as I looked at the brand, I was impressed. I could tell that they were targeting women, and women are some of the fastest growing legal users of cannabis and CBD and wellness. They have a great wellness positioning. All of the communication was very direct and fun and bright, similar to the way the brand identity feels. It is something definitely that I could see putting in a Target store. And as a former Target executive, that's saying a lot. It is something that really looks like it would belong on the shelf there. And so I was very, very pleased with the brand experience. I also really love the name, like Period and Hot Flash. That again is very clearly targeting women, and as opposed to just sort of a general CBD. And we know that it may work for that, but it doesn't feel specifically for us. This is sort of like secret, it's like for us, by us. And so I thought that was pretty cool. Far as utilizing the actual patch, I started to feel relaxing and calming effects within 10 to 15 minutes. So it definitely does work. Like I said, over time, probably within an hour, I started to feel a little nauseous. And again, I feel like that's my own issue with transdermal patches, definitely ones that have high dosage, but this isn't a high dosage. So that was a little weird. This is only 15 milligrams. And it is supposed to be giving a steady dosage over the 12 hours. I can definitely say that I felt something more in the first 3 or 4 hours and not as much for the remaining, but I still was relaxed, and eventually the nausea did subside. So now for the cons. Okay, so I love the patch. I don't love the pricing strategy. I feel like this is meant to really be promoting part of the patch lifestyle, a daily regimen. And the way they sell the patch at $12 per single usage is a little bit daunting. 30-day supply is over $300. They actually, for the CBD infused patches, only sell them in singular usages, not in groups, whereas in their non-hemp infused, you can get a packet of 4. That's actually the smallest size you can get. And so in some ways, their pricing strategy and offering is not aligned with their positioning. If this is meant to be, all of my various ailments throughout a week or throughout the days, I would need to be able to buy a little bit more in bulk. Now, to their credit, they do offer something called the Weekender, which is a 3-patch packet that has 3 different patches that are supposed to help you get through the weekend, but it still feels very single use. Additionally, as compared to the rest of the patch market, the pricing is a little bit high. You're seeing in other brands 40 milligrams, 50 milligrams for this $12 price point. It's still one patch, but it is more milligrams, more medicine. And definitely in the non-CBD infused for $12, you're going to get a 30-day supply of B1 infused patches. So when I looked at their non-hemp patches, I was surprised to see that a 4 packet was $12. So overall, they're really priced at a premium pricing strategy, but the positioning feels very everyday and, again, very approachable. So it seems a little bit opposite there. I would also point out as a con, as an experienced user, I was surprised that I wasn't able to find on a website any certificates of analysis or any lab testing results. Although they do say it is third-party tested, they do say it's organic, they say it's non-GMO, all on the website, and that sounds great. But I think when you're dealing with CBD, especially with so many things that are unknown, for a company that spent this much energy making sure the brand looks really good, it felt disappointing that they didn't kind of cross their T's and dot their I's to make sure that that type of information would be provided. And I have a few recommendations. I basically feel they could add a QR code on the back, or since I received an insert with my shipment, they could use this insert to actually provide a QR code to a site that includes all of the COAs for all 6 of the CBD infused products. I think it instills more brand trust, and out the gate for CBD products, I feel like that is the best way to give your customer a feeling of trust and reliability that you're actually getting what you say you're gonna get. The last thing that I would say that was slightly disappointing is that it isn't really clear how the CBD was made, other than the fact that it's hemp derived. And so on the back, you do see 15 milligrams of hemp. One thing I did note, again, as a molecular biologist, it didn't tell us how much menthol was in there. And I started to be concerned that maybe I was feeling nauseous because it was too much menthol. But it also didn't tell us whether it was full spectrum CBD or whether it was isolate. Again, because I have a science background, I'm going to guess that it was an isolate, but it isn't something that the everyday consumer should have to guess. I think we should be able to find that information again with the certificates of analysis. Last but not least, I think it was a real pro that they were smart about what additional things they can add. So BeCalm has menthol added to it for additional calming effects. And Night Night, which I'm excited to try next, has melatonin. Another one has B1. But what I did feel was missing, which was kind of disappointing as well, was additional terpenes added. We all are now really learning a lot about terpenes and the effect on the endocannabinoid system and how they work well with cannabinoids and can enhance the ability to resolve some of these ailments. In the same way, melatonin can enhance your ability to go to sleep. I think that the same type of plant science could be applied using terpenes, and that was an opportunity. None of the other patches have any terpenes enriched in the patch. And so that feels a bit like a miss. So again, overall, you know, with the bright colors, the bold brand, and the relatable names of the different products, I definitely would at least recommend this to newbie CBD users. If you want to have a very approachable experience, I think the Good Patch is a good way to go. However, if you are more experienced like myself, a more serious medicinal CBD user, or you really truly understand the market, you may find that this falls a little flat for you and feels a little too everyday and not enough science information to make you feel that the product is actually going to be reliable. And so part of me says no, for my more experienced users, I would not recommend. And the other part says that if you're a newbie, go for it. You can spend your $12, but I highly doubt if you make it a daily regimen, you're going to want to spend over $300 to have enough patches for 30 days. That said, if you have used this product yourself, please do us a favor, leave your own review in the comment section. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Green Valley Nation channel. I'm Dashida Dawson. Thank you very much. And I will see you on my next review.